Hi, this is Niels on Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Buy some silver and some platinum, and look into that crystallized osmium. Look into it and be kind, helpful, and grateful because it's better than being a jerk. But that's not what this is about. This is about, well, what do you think? Russia or Africa or both? Actually, no, just Africa. Uh, a very interesting story here. It's from New African Channel. Whatever his name is, meet the 44-year-old taxman, ex-prisoner, and Senegal's new president. That sounds like one heck of a resume.
Bassirou Diomaye Faye, a Senegalese politician and former tax inspector, emerges as a significant figure. He previously served as the General Secretary of the now dissolved PASTEF party and is presently contending for the presidency in the 2024 elections, stepping in for the disqualified candidate, Ousmane Sonko. Bassirou Diomaye Faye, born in 1980, completed his baccalaureate in 2000. He then pursued higher education, earning a master's degree in law and successfully passing competitive exams, gaining admission to both the National School of Administration and the magistracy in 2004. Following his graduation, he chose to embark on a career as a tax inspector in the Tax and Estate Department. It was during this time that he formed a friendship with Sonko, a fellow alum from the same institution. Their bond strengthened in 2014 with the Taxes and Estates Union initiated by Sonko, who was the leader of the newly established PASTEF party. Throughout his tenure at the helm of the union, Faye advocated for measures to facilitate property ownership for tax and property agents. Initially a guest at the party's inception, Faye quickly rose to prominence within its ranks. He played a significant role in shaping Sonko's presidential campaign in 2019, contributing as one of its key ideologues and architects. Despite Sonko securing nearly 16% of the vote and finishing third, Faye's influence within the party continued to grow. Following Sonko's arrest in February 2001 on charges of repeated rape, Faye assumed the position of General Secretary of PASTEF. In a bid to consolidate opposition forces, Faye led efforts to forge alliances ahead of the 2022 elections, ultimately securing 56 seats under the banner of the Liberate the People coalition as part of the party's strategy to attain power. In November 2023, amidst uncertainties surrounding Ousmane Sonko's eligibility for the presidential race, PASTEF officially backed Bassirou Diomaye Faye as the nominee for the 2024 election, despite his detention. Despite PASTEF's dissolution earlier, Faye effectively ran as an independent candidate. However, on April 14, 2023, Faye was arrested and detained by police on various charges, including spreading false news and defamation of a constituted body. Additional charges such as incitement to insurrection were later added, resulting in an indefinite detention period. Despite his incarceration, Faye's candidacy was validated by the Senegalese Constitutional Council on January 20, 2024, as he had not been convicted. Sonko, after his own legal battles, threw his support behind Faye's candidacy. Faye's public appearance on March 15, 2024, following his release from jail, drew significant support from hundreds of followers. Presidential campaign, Faye has emerged as a dynamic figure, wielding promises of economic revitalization, a staunch anti-corruption stance, and a bold pledge to reassess energy agreements. With echoes of Sonko's vision from 2019, Faye champions a platform anchored in systematic transformation and left-wing Pan-Africanism, a clarion call to reclaim Senegal's autonomy, possibly signaling a departure from its historical ties with Western powers, notably France. He pledges to challenge the French economic stranglehold over Senegal, a declaration that has captured the attention of both supporters and skeptics. Faye sets his sights on constitutional reform, vowing to diminish presidential authority and reintroduce the position of vice president, aiming to foster a more balanced and accountable political landscape. Central to his agenda is the battle against corruption, which Faye identifies as a primary impediment to progress. His uncompromising stance asserts that development is untenable in the presence of pervasive corruption and misappropriation of public funds. In February, incumbent President Macky Sall attempted to postpone the elections, citing unresolved disputes over eligible candidates. The move triggered widespread protests, leading to the Constitutional Council overturning the postponement. In light of the protests and the Council's decision, Sall announced that he would adhere to the regional schedule, leaving office as planned on April 2, with the date set on March 24. Initial reports from Senegal's presidential election suggest that opposition candidate Bassirou Diomaye Faye is leading, sparking celebrations among his supporters in the streets. However, his main rival from the governing coalition contends that a runoff election will be necessary to determine the ultimate winner. Former Prime Minister Amadou Ba, representing the ruling coalition, cautioned against premature celebrations. Television broadcasts of the initial results showed Faye securing the majority of votes, with at least 5 of the 19 contenders acknowledging his success as the results slowly emerged after Sunday's election.
All right, a couple things here, guys. About Senegal, they are the most democratic process. In saying that, there's a lot of corruption. You heard that guy got arrested for rape and all this other stuff. They do things like, hell, he just got out of prison last month or this month, and he won the presidency. So they do that kind of thing or they have in the past. They'll take and arrest political opponents and stuff like that. Even though their election process is the most democratic, the government needs a lot of work. But it seems like this guy, along with what others are saying, there's a dynamic shift from right to left throughout the world. This gentleman here is just like number 5 or 6 that's just happened in West Africa, which is, to me, an indicator of the way things are going to go this November. You guys have a nice night.